Guys, so I was a complete idiot and I actually missed out one girl's question. I don't know how I missed it because it's mad because I got my nails done as well today. Love them. But yeah, I don't know how I missed it because I literally had it ready and I just didn't write it down. So I apologise to Lux. I think that's your name. Sorry if it's not. But she asked how long have you, I think it was how long you've been going to Breen. Hang on, let me check. She asked how long have I been going to Breen for, and is it somewhere I've always gone? So I have been going to Breen for, I think I was 16 when I first went to Breen, and that was a weekend with my auntie. So yeah, that's the first time I went, and I went like every year up until I was 19 or 20, I believe. It was just before I moved into the flat. I think it was about 2-3 years before I moved into the flat. But I didn't vlog anything before, so those don't exist, those videos. I'm pretty sure there's probably loads of pictures on my Instagram if you want to go and check them out from that far ago. But oh, I'm so sorry, but I do actually have a Pontins chalet tour from when I went before, and that was one of my biggest videos on my channel at the time, and I thought that's what started me on filming for Breen, because of that doing so good, and since then it's just gone crazy for the vlog, so thank you, I do appreciate it. So yeah, the first time I ever went was when I was 16, I think I said. And then I had a break because I was moving and I didn't really particularly want to add to my stress, and I just got dogs and everything. It wasn't okay for me to go at that point. And then I went back with my mum and someone else for 2 years or 4, because I went with the other person for 4 times, I think it was, and then me and my mum went. So basically the year Shanice came, it was supposed to be me, my auntie and my mum, but my cat Lucy just gave birth to kittens, so my auntie didn't want to leave her. So then we asked Shanice, because Shanice was supposed to be looking after him, but my auntie didn't want that. Not because she didn't trust her or anything, it was just because at the time it was just awkward with the cats, because my auntie trusts her with her life. Shanice is like family to us, so but yeah, basically that is how Shanice ended up coming, because we were like, oh, do you want to just come with us? And it was her birthday as well, so that's how that happened. And then, like I said, she was meant to come this year, but she was out in work. So yeah, I've been for weeks before. I've been for about, there's been 2 times where I've gone for a week, and that was amazing. But I mainly just go for 4 days, but I really miss going for the week. And have I always gone there? No, I haven't. So when I was younger, I think that was a question, or have you, it was an added on, it was, is it since you've been a child? No, I haven't been when I was a child. The first time I ever went, I didn't know anything about it until one of my old friends told me that they had a caravan down there, and they were like, have you ever been to Breen Sands? I was like, no, what's it like there? So then she was like, oh, it's amazing and all this and blah, blah, blah. And then I Googled it and, did my research on it. And I was like, this looks amazing. Because at the time, I still do, but I loved fun fair rides and everything like that. So I really wanted there. Because I was originally going to go to Treacle Bay in Porthcawl, because it's, really close to me anyway. I think it's about an hour away from me. I don't know. I've never been. I went when I was a kid to Porthcawl, Treacle Bay, but I can't remember because obviously I was a baby. But we used, from the age of 1 to 16, or probably, actually no, I wasn't even 16. I think from 1 to about maybe 12 or 13, me, my nan, my auntie and my mum would all go to a caravan in Kiln Park in Tenby, and we'd be there for a week or 2 weeks, I think it was. And it's actually still open today, which is so weird. But yeah, so that is where I used to go, but I never filmed that because obviously I was so young, and I can't really remember much about it. All I remember is that we went to Folly Farm. We could have gone to Oakwood. I've been to Oakwood. That was really good, but we never really went on the beach as much as I think we went on the beach once. Oh crap! Hang on. About that, my auntie rang me because the Queen's procession's on, so she wanted me anyway. So yeah, we didn't really go on the beach that much because I was little, so we just went in the entertainment all the time. Like Breen always has like entertainment all day for the kids, so yeah, a bit like that. But it was Haven, so it was like Bradley Bear and Nelly the elephant or something like that. I can't remember the names. The only one I really remember, Rory, that was one of them. Rory the tiger. And Anxious, that was it, Anxious. And there was a monkey as well. I don't really remember. I only remember like the main characters. Because my favourite was Bradley and Rory. I love them. Don't know if you guys ever went there and seen them, but yeah. So that was like my Pontins kid holiday, if that can make sense, you know, when they do kid stuff for them. So yeah, anyway, that was my version of a holiday. So, yeah, I haven't always gone to Breen at all. I wish I had, to be honest, because I would have been sick to say that I've grown up in Pontins, because I love it, but yeah. So, yeah, I haven't always gone there. And I'm so sorry for missing your question. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, I just thought I'd make a separate video just to say sorry. And there was another one, do I prefer Breen or Camber? Let me check. These are Southport. Breen or Southport, and who answered that? 2 seconds. Urban Blonde asked, do I prefer Breen or Southport? I've never been to Southport, so it looks alright. I've seen videos of it, but until I go there, Breen, unfortunately, because I don't know. I've never been. The only Pontins site I've ever been to is Breen, so I've never been to Camber or anything like that. So yeah, that's just how it is. And why I prefer Breen? Well, because I've only ever been there, but why I love Breen so much is because it's cheap, it's cheerful, and it's just a great, like, when you go there, it feels like you're there for like 3 years, because honestly, like, it just feels like everyone's so friendly. And also, just have to point out, I like Newport has always have really good prices. Cardiff and London a bit like with their prices, but honestly, I'm not joking. The prices in Breen for alcohol is actually a joke. Like, I went to the bar in Crackers Bar we went to, and I'm not joking. Like, normally I have a double pink gin lemonade, say for example, a vodka lemonade, and they're normally about £5, £6 each. And my mum normally has like a lager shandy or something, or a Copperberg or a WKD, and normally that would be like a tenner. £6. £6. And when you're in the show, like the Fun Factory, sorry, it's about £3 for a pint of that fruit cider, and then like it's all like £3 for like it's crazy. Like, I don't know, I just think it's mad. But like, you could get seriously, like, if you wanted to go on a night out, like if I chose to go on a night out, like, and go back home, I would choose to go to Crackers Bar because it's just so cheap. Like, you could get hammered there for so cheap. So yeah, I just thought I'd add that bit in as well. So yeah, cheap, cheerful, friendly, amazing staff. I've never had a problem with accommodation, so clean. Everyone's going to be shouting at me for saying clean now, I know, but I've never had a problem with the chalet, so I'm going to say clean because, like, I've never had an issue with the cleanness. And yeah, that's why. So, thank you for your question. Yeah, I'm sorry this is a bit of a random video to upload, but I just felt bad for not answering the questions. Like, I don't know what happened, like, Urban Blonde's question, she just sent that in, but after the because I knew that Lork sent the question in, I just wanted to add on to it because I felt guilty because I seen it, and I think she was one of the first people that asked me, actually, so I am very sorry that I missed your question. I don't know what happened. My brain just was having a foggy time or something. But yeah, so any questions now I will just reply to in the comments, but these two I really wanted to reply to, so yeah. Right, also I do want to make an announcement. I know I said on yesterday's vlog that the next video you'll see is me in London. Basically, I was going to go to the Queen's funeral on Monday. I had my coach booked and everything, but sadly, the coach is not going to Victoria Coach Station where I normally go, and I don't know my way around London that much. I don't know why I just stuttered, but anyways. So yeah, sadly, I will not be going to London by myself, basically, because I was supposed to be going alone to see the funeral state and everything. That would have been like an amazing video, but sadly it's not going to happen. I will still vlog the day of the funeral because I did for the Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip. So I will do it for Queen Elizabeth. I am actually going to Cardiff Friday because me and my mum are going because Prince Charles is going to Cardiff. But anyways, I will be going now, and I'm going to watch the procession to Lyme State, which, to be honest, I think is a bit rude. Like, I don't know, I'm just going to carry on. I'm going to get myself in trouble in this. So I'll speak to you guys very soon. I'll speak to you on Saturday. I'll upload a Saturday, so see you on Saturday. And thank you for the questions as well. Bye!
Following the coffin as it leaves Buckingham Palace, King Charles and senior members of the royal family. The King is wearing the full-day ceremonial uniform with the rank of Field Marshal and carrying the Field Marshal's baton presented to him by the Queen when he became Field Marshal in 2012.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep it as still as possible. My arms are shaking.
We hear the steady beating of the drum, the ringing of Big Ben, and the minute guns. These sounds echoing across the capital. This day of most solemn duty for a king and a son. gun carriage now emerges onto Whitehall for the last part of the journey towards Westminster. Passing the statue of Sir Winston Churchill, who had a particularly close bond with the Queen. He was her first Prime Minister. When he retired in 1959, she wrote to him, "I will forever be able to hold the place of my first Prime Minister, to whom both my husband and I so much. I shall always be so profoundly grateful." The gun carriage has now arrived at the Palace of Westminster, where the Queen will lie in state until her funeral next Monday. guards removing the bearskin hats in preparation for the carrying of the coffin.
Party. 6 paces, outwards. March. Party. Prepare, turn. Raise. Raise. Party. Inwards. Turn. Slow. March.
Bearer party, 8 soldiers from Queen's Company of the 1st Battalion Grenadier Guards. 8 young men charged with this most public of duties. From within Westminster Hall comes the sound of the choirs of the Chapel Royal and Westminster Abbey, singing a setting of Psalm 139. O Lord, thou hast searched me out and known me. Thou knowest my down sitting and mine uprising. Words sung 20 years ago as the coffin of Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, was carried into this hall.
Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God. Believe also in me.
O merciful God,
Several of the guardsmen returned on Friday from service in Iraq, called back to do their duty. So we prepare for the first vigil, first 6-hour watch, 20 watches in total between now and the moment on Monday morning when Her late Majesty's coffin is carried to Westminster Abbey for the funeral. The gentleman at arms, a bodyguard established by Henry VIII in 1509, wearing the uniform of a heavy dragoon guards officer of the 1840s. Their helmets with white swan feather plumes. And 4 officers from the household cavalry. The Life Guards, white plumes on their helmets, the Blues and Royals with red plumes. Take their positions on the corner of the catafalque. And a double tap from the stick of the officer of the watch, commanding the procedure of the watch, the start, the finish, and the rotation of the guard. Black rod. The Lord Speaker and the Speaker of the House of Commons lead the procession out of Westminster Hall, passing by the coffin. The Earl Marshal, the 18th Duke of Norfolk, leads the King and the royal party. To the left of the Earl Marshal, Lord Carrington, the Lord Great Chamberlain. That's the Wales in his RAF uniform. Prisoner Le Dupont. King and Queen Consort depart the Palace of Westminster to return to Clarence House. Pass through the carriage gates out of New Palace Yard and into Parliament Square.